This is how TIE Fighter actually looked in 1994. And this is how my brain remembers it. Look at those gorgeous ships, the deadly lasers, that realistic cockpit, the majesty of space. I can still remember firing up my new 486 gaming PC, popping in the floppy disk, manually calibrating my Thrustmaster joystick, and blasting off in my TIE Defender. TIE Fighter blew my mind as a kid, and it's still one of my favorite gaming memories. When I think back on playing it, this is what I dream of. Well, it's not just a fantasy anymore. This is TIE Fighter Total Conversion Project, a faithful recreation of the original game to the way it always looked in our imaginations. You can play it today, and you should. Let's take a look.
Attacking craft dead ahead.
After playing the original TIE Fighter, a lot of you guys said I should try the Total Conversion mod. So when I saw they released a massive new update the other day, I decided to check it out. I played through the first several missions and wow, I was blown away. It was such a blast that I decided I had to show you guys. This video will be some first impressions, but I guarantee you I'll keep playing. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more or a full review. The TIE Fighter Total Conversion Project is a fan-made mod for X-Wing Alliance, the 1999 installment in the X-Wing and TIE Fighter franchise that I also loved as a kid but never had quite the same success or critical acclaim as the originals. But don't let the fan-made label fool you. This is professional level work from top to bottom, as you can see for yourself. The mod runs perfectly so far, the updated designs look great, and the level of detail is incredible. I'm playing the classic version, which is a one-to-one recreation of the original game with updated visuals. The ships, the missions, the story, the balance, the systems, and almost everything else is functionally identical, down to the placement of each ship and timing of every new wave. They even use the voiceovers, cutscenes, and briefings from the special edition.
Your mission objective is to destroy all cargo-carrying vessels at this site.
As someone who just replayed the original campaign, I can tell you that this plays exactly the same, which is to say, it's awesome. The mission design and pacing is one reason why the original is such a classic. That didn't need to be updated, and I'm glad it's still the same. The things that the mod does change, it nails. The graphics have aged, obviously, so they needed a total overhaul. There's always a chance that making them more modern would ruin the vibes of the game and make it feel like any other space sim. Fortunately, that's not the case. This still feels very much like Star Wars. The fantastic original score helps too, which is available either in the classic MIDI or several remixed versions. The other noticeable changes come from the fact that it's built atop the X-Wing Alliance engine, which made several tweaks and quality of life improvements. For instance, the launch screen is much improved. Instead of a status screen, it puts you inside the cockpit where you can outfit your ship, which is now in an Imperial space station with an appropriate array of docked ships alongside you. You can also look around the inside of your cockpit, play in third person more easily, see the messages and objectives on your HUD, and visit a personal bunk room at the base where you can view your stats. Small changes, mostly, but all of them are welcome. This is the original game, just better. You can see for yourself how the game looks, so there's no need to belabor it. Just look at this. No, it's not quite Star Citizen or AAA levels, but it's still a massive upgrade. Keep in mind that this is a free, fan-made mod to a game that came out in 1999. What's seriously impressive, though, is the level of detail here. Take a look at the interior of this basic TIE Fighter. The HUD is all built into the ship itself, with all new custom lights for weapons, speed, energy, targeting, and the rest. The models and textures are detailed and accurate, and it doesn't cut corners. The whole interior is all the same quality, if not quite as exciting. And that's just the TIE Fighter. Each ship has its own unique interior. Here's the TIE Interceptor. Notice how you can see the wingtips out the viewpoint, and the quad lasers are actually coming from the right position when you fire? All these details add to that element of immersion that made the original so special, and it's not only in the ships. After a mission about capturing rebels, there are rebels being held in the concourse. Not to mention the Concorde itself, which is slightly redesigned to reflect the original intention of being aboard a space station. They even took the bunk room from X-Wing Alliance and remade it with custom art and features. It's honestly impressive how much work and care went into this. If I had to quibble with anything, the lighting on the lasers is a little intense for my taste. It's a cool effect seeing the cockpit light up with each blast, but it makes them look a little too bright and shiny compared to what we usually see in Star Wars. Maybe there's an option to turn it down, I don't know, I couldn't find it. Also, the missiles and torpedoes, while they look nice, seem harder to hit in this version, with really tight and unclear hitboxes. So trying to knock them out before they get you can be frustrating. I'm sure that's more of an engine issue than anything, but be warned and keep your shields up. I should mention that while I'm playing the classic version, there's also a reimagined version to play, which makes more changes to the game to bring it closer to modern games, including a wider variety of fighters and capital ships, more ships in play at a time, making for much larger battles, and all new missions to accommodate the greater scale. It promises a whole new experience rather than a strict recreation of the original. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but I'm definitely curious, so let me know in the comments if you want to see it. If you want to play for yourself, you'll need a copy of X-Wing Alliance, which you can still get on Steam or GOG for under $10 if you don't have your old 2 CD set lying around. The mod itself is free though, and I'll put a link to the site where you can download it and get instructions in the description. Installation is simple with their mod manager, even if you've never modded a game before, so don't let that scare you. And the nice thing is, you don't need a beefy PC to play. My gaming rig was decent in 2016, but nowadays it barely gets by. Still, the game runs perfectly and looks great. I'm pretty sure I could run this on my work laptop if I wanted to, but you really have no excuse not to try this yourself. If you enjoy the retro look and timeless charm of the original, I get it. It's perfectly playable, and I love it too. But if you want to experience TIE Fighter for the first time, or with fresh eyes in 2026, this is the definitive experience. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love to know what you think of the mod. Have you played it? And subscribe for more classic Star Wars content. Also, make sure you head on over to TFTC lead Angel's YouTube channel and show him some love for this amazing work. Link is in the description. See you next time, nerds.